What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Making their debut on the channel tonight. We have, this is a real thing, I guess, Will Wood and the Tapeworms. Yes, indeed. How about that? Will Wood and the Tapeworms making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506. And Origin of Symmetry 2506 wanted to see me react to this song by Will Wood and the Tapeworms called Dr. Sunshine is Dead.
That's a damn shame.
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, no way, you've got to be kidding me, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Will Wood and the Tapeworms Topic, okay? And the video has 728,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Dr. Sunshine is Dead. 2020 remastered version. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay.
Just to see in the light. The room I'm in is still the same. The shadows have not rearranged. And no, the only thing that's changed is how I see at night. I fumble for the switch and strap on it for red to wish for sunshine when the morning's somewhere else. But I can't change my time hands or dilate my irises. Only what I look at and I'm looking at myself. I am not the sunshine. I am not the moon at night. Well, who else could I be when I can probably say I am not the sunshine, I am not the moon at night. I'm no one and I'm nowhere in between.
We might have a trumpet solo from the sound of it. Back up a bit. Okay. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, and for those people who watch like every single video, you're not going to be surprised by what I say here. For those of you that watch, just like your favorite bands every now and then, and you're not a regular. You're here, but you're not really here. You might be shocked by what I'm about to say. I'm digging this. I'm absolutely digging this. The Latin feel, that kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess conga, maybe that conga feel, that kind of bossa nova kind of feel. Not really bossa nova though. It's more, it's closer to, I don't know. I wouldn't say bossa nova, no. But not tango. Kind of I mean, it's got that Latin groove. And I'm digging that. I'm digging the groove on this more than anything else. And I love those triplets. Da, 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 da. Yeah, man, that's the hook. That's the hook, without question. Every time they throw that in, my ears perk up immediately. I'm like, oh, there it is again. The instrumentation sounds really good. I like the variation. It's not just traditional Latin instruments. You've got rock guitars in there. You got electric guitars. You got keyboards in there. Definitely more of a, I don't know if I would go as far as to say ska, but it definitely has a little bit of that flavor in there for sure. The vocal delivery sounds really good. Very fitting for the style of the song. Now I'm digging this. I'm absolutely digging this. I am thoroughly enjoying this. The groove is infectious. Absolutely infectious. Let's get back into this and let's see if we're right about that trumpet solo. Up to the lead. There we go. Mambo. That's what this sounds like. A mambo. 5/8. 4/5. Okay. Now we got to change to Mr. Bungle. Let's go back. Not quite the beginning, but it's on the same line.
What does that say about nightmares? Oh, stay awake tonight.
With with that repeat, with that delay. Down, 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 down. Nice way to end, actually. I wasn't sure how they were going to end. I didn't see that coming. It's kind of fitting. Kind of fitting. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to go. I honestly, I have no clue. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Will Wood and the Tapeworms with Dr. Sunshine is Dead. This was a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506. What a ride. What a ride indeed. It was a fun ride, though. It wasn't one of those rides where you get on the ride and, you know, you take off and you had such a great time, but at the same time, the ride really lasts like 20 seconds. It's over before you really start to get to enjoy it. And at the same time, it wasn't one of those rides where you just, you know, you're on the ride for like 3 or 4 minutes and you're like, okay, seriously, when are we getting off? This is getting old real quick. Nope, it wasn't either one of those. It was a very enjoyable ride, and I had a blast with it. And on top of that, after thinking about it and putting some thought into this, a little more impressive than I thought it was originally. So let's get to the score, and you'll see what I mean by that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.4, what does that mean? Well, an 8.4 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this is a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, an A-. So there you go, an 8.4, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha ha! So glad you asked. The groove on this, without question, was the strongest thing going for it. It had a great Latin groove. I believe following around the structure of a mambo rhythmic feel. Maybe not so much in chordal progression, but definitely in feel. It was definitely there. It just flowed so well. I could absolutely. Here's the thing. There were a lot of things happening within the instrumentation that's gonna add to my next statement. I could absolutely see this song being used in some Disney animated movie. Call me crazy, but I could see this being used in some Disney movie or some adaptation of some story that Disney might get a hold of, and just animate the hell out of it. And I could totally see the song being used in a sequence somewhere in one of those animated movies. Something like around the lines of like Aladdin, maybe. I could absolutely see that. But this felt good start to finish with the groove. That the foundation was absolutely set right from the beginning of the song. The bass line, the drumming working really well together, along with the percussion. It wasn't just drumming. It wasn't just a drum set. There was other percussion being utilized in there. I heard congas, I heard bongos, I heard timbales. You name it, I pretty much heard it all. It was really, really well done from a foundational standpoint. Then came the other instrumentation, the horns, the guitars, the bass. Now, I know the bass was already in the foundation, but the bass also helped add to the movement within the chordal progression. But really, more than anything, the vocals. The vocals on this really is what kind of sold it for me. Now, here's the thing. Not always the biggest fan of some of the styles of vocalization that were demonstrated in the song, but the thing is, they weren't the only vocals that were demonstrated. We had all kinds of vocals. We had light gravel vocal, we had heavy gravel vocal, we had that grit and growl vocal, we had clean vocals, we had harmonies at the end. We had all these different kinds of vocals, and they all complemented what was happening at that point in time in the song. When the song got more aggressive, the vocal style got more aggressive. When the song got to lay back a little bit, the vocals got a little more relaxed. Everything that happened within the vocal delivery fit the mood and tone and the direction of where the song was going. It made sense. It all fit like a glove. Not easy to do or pull off. I kind of wish, I don't know if anything like this exists, but I really kind of wish I could have seen a performance of this live. Because it's one thing to do it in studio where you can say, cut, try again. You know, that's one thing. But to be able to do it in a live setting where you don't get to do that, you get one take and that's all you get, it would be really interesting to see this done live. I'm really curious to see what that would actually look like. From a instrumentation standpoint, how many musicians would they need to pull this off? I'm thinking pretty much a full band. And I don't mean a full band in the case of like, you know, bass, drums, guitar, both. No, I mean a full like big band. I mean, I'm looking probably anywhere from an 18 to 24 piece big band. Probably is going to be needed to pull this off in a live setting because the horn section sounded full. Super full. I was hearing saxes. I was hearing trombones. I was hearing trumpets. Loved that little trumpet. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as to call that a trumpet solo, but definitely a trumpet soli. Nice little chance to let him take the lead line a little bit. That was really, really cool. Now, this song was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And what really made it stand out more than that, and I'm not saying that this was, you know, I'm not saying this is the strongest part about the song. I already told you the foundation of the song was the groove, okay? But what really kind of made the song kind of perk my interest even more, the styles that they integrated into that Latin feel. I was getting, towards the end especially, I was really starting to get shades of Mr. Bungle. Now, I don't know if there's any association with this band and Mr. Bungle. I have no idea. I doubt it, but it's still, I couldn't help but, like when it got a little more rock centric, I was like, this sounds like something Mike Patton would have his fingers in. I mean, maybe somewhere in the background as a producer, possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but this sounds like something that he would be involved in. It had the quirkiness that Mr. Bungle has, without question, or at least had. And I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if someone in the comments said, yeah, Mike Patton was an executive producer. I would not be shocked at all. But yeah, this was a great song overall. The musicianship was top-notch. The songwriting, it was a little on the simple side, obviously, but, you know, Latin songs are not known for their amazing chordal progressions. They follow a pattern, and that pattern is followed from start to finish. But the song had hook, without question. Those triplets, man, every single time those triplets hit, da, 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 I was like, oh, there it is again. Yes. Looking forward to that. Look forward to that every time it popped up. So, yeah, 8.4, man. I think this song absolutely deserves that great score. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.4, which is a great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.